Alrighty, back at the Buc-ee's construction site. Found so many cool things last time that I've been wanting to come back since. Been doing a lot of arrowhead hunting on the Blanco River, which is pretty close to this construction site here in central Texas, south of Austin. And it's a Saturday, so hopefully the construction isn't going on. It's already almost 5 o'clock. I gotta work the night shift tonight, so only got an hour or two to search today. See what we can find. Just been walking down in this ditch, kind of working my way closer to where the construction is going on. I came up on my first real interesting looking piece there. Some brown chert sticking out of the ground. See that? Ooh. Hopefully that's a good one. Let's see. Ah. Oh yeah, there's got some serration on there. Heck yeah. Looks like it might have broken off there, or the tip. But hey, that's a good sign, right? That would make a nice cleaver, but there's no indication of work to it. This looks like a little drill here. Came into a little area on this hill full of little triangular pieces. And there's no way of telling what they are until I clean them. So I'm not going to record all of this, but I'm going to collect quite a few. And you'll find out at the end of the video if any of these are good points. But these are all about the same size as the actual arrowheads that I found, or the spear tips that I found in the last video. This one has a hole in it for some reason. And just found another possible drill there. But yeah, I'm just going to keep collecting these, and we'll have to find out after they're cleaned up. That's an interesting looking piece right there. Like a little knife with a little shaft. Ooh, this one looks like it's got some engraving on it. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Something going on in here. Hopefully that's not just the natural chert in there and it's something more. We'll have to check it out. Check it out. Texas bluebonnet. The state flower. It is illegal to pick this flower. You try to pick that, the law will be on you like ants on a popsicle, man. Look at this funny looking arrow. Looks like it's pointing. Maybe I can use it at my wedding. Go this way for something. I checked this big trash pile last time. It's pretty close to where the Buc-ee's is actually going, so I might poke around in here a little bit, let you know if I find anything. All right, my goal is to get to those big dirt piles way over there, right on the zone where the Buc-ee's is going. But either way, I'm gonna work my way towards it. See if I do or don't get kicked out. But look at this big old piece of chert. Looks like a dang megalodon tooth. That's kind of cool, huh? That's just a piece of chert, right? That ain't no freaking shark tooth, is it? The river's pretty close by. But this would the world would have been flooded for this tooth to get way over here, if you know what I'm saying. Back in Noah's days. Gotta keep a low profile. You know what I'm saying? Get down in that goalie. And keep your eye out for the brown chert sticking out. Have you guys seen Clegg's Adventures? Did some YouTube Arrowhead stuff. So funny, he made some little binoculars type of things that go on glasses. It'd be awesome to have those right now so I could see around this gully. Spot some arrowheads in the walls. All right, I'm in the next ditch real close to the construction site. Look at that big piece of chert right there. That's the same light gray and white chert that I found that archaic knife in the last video that I did here. So that's a good sign right there. Hopefully I can find something. Ooh. I popped out. There's two trailers right there, so I gotta keep a low profile, but check out this wall here. I'm gonna walk up and down it a couple times, see if I can find anything poking out. Found a bunch of chert, possible little knife there, but we'll see. I'll keep looking. Down in this pit, seeing some chert. I walked all the way down and up it, and so far I found this little preform, which is probably nothing, and another like possible little axe here. It's got a good axe shape, but other than that, just some I just pulled this one out of the ground right here. Looks like a possible bone spear with one little notch there, kind of like a San Patrice, but it doesn't have a little divot on the side, so I'm not sure. Either way, it's going in the cleanup mix, and we'll have to see. That vinegar really reveals if it is something or not. So yeah, we'll have to check it out. Check out the beautiful sunset of God's glory. It's about 6:25 here. March 23rd. And you gotta love daylight savings, man. It'll be bright for another couple hours. Probably a few, actually. Yep, I'ma keep searching, man, till my memory cards explode. Picked up this little perforator right here. Real sharp point there, comfortable in the hand. And check out this, another San Patrice looking point here. A little spear point. See the serration right there? That might be a good one. It's kind of weird looking. Got a little hole through it. Check out this preform looking thing. What is this? Pointed scraper or something? Looks like a Canadian leaf. My fiance just called to let me know there's a severe thunderstorm warning that just came out of nowhere. So I better hurry up and get out of here. I'm on my freaking motorcycle. I just found some cool stuff. But yeah, might have to do a third trip tomorrow. Love this Honda Shadow. Man, it looks cool in that sunset. Wow, check out that beautiful sunset. Whoa. Heck yeah. Oh, here comes that thunder. I made this fire pit with rocks from areas by rivers where there's Native Americans and stuff. Yeah, check it out. I can find arrowheads all up in it. Isn't that pretty cool? It's a pretty color. Whatever it was, it's all broken up now. Ooh, a nice artifact. Another one. Shoot. You on it today. That was a little awkward, but
Yeah.
that one's perfect though. Wood chisel. What'd you find there? Yeah, probably just a rock. Alright, I think I see something good on the ground. Oh yeah. Man, that might be a nice little spear point right there. Yeah, I think. It's all worked up around the sides. Let me get it cleaned up. Keep it going. I'll have to clean it up better at home, but that's definitely something awesome. Artifact. Look at that. See how perfect this one is? Just a little bit small, but
It's perfect.
nice. She said, do it.
Get it. Ready? Okay. You crazy girl. Okay.
Nice. Little hafting zone right there. Little tiny wings. I think that's a bone. Spear tip. Holy crap. Man, that was, I wish I was filming. That was a strong burst of wind right there. There's another fat one. Find a lot of little points like this out here. Cool, that's a good one. Whoa, there we go. And then look at this thing, just pulled out of the ground. Whoa, check out that one. Cool, she's looking for hearts, but that one looks like it's got some kind of artwork on it or something. Nice find. Dang. Woo. Oh yeah, that's definitely could be something. Wow.
Okay, let's go.
Cool.
That's find of the day. Okay.
Yeah. Good job.
Good.
I know. Now this, I think this might be something. I'll clean it up.
Looks like a fish.
Yeah, looks like it could easily be hafted on right there. That's a little spear tip. Sharpened with one little hit. Marlin. He saw it first. Hey. Oop, you see a heart? To the right? It's a artifact. I'm just picking up these pieces of dirt. This one looks like a possible San Patrice or Rogers side hollow. Maybe a preform. But this one, I was just thinking it looked like a bird or something, but it actually looks like one too. Got a little hafting area. Little side notch on that point right there. Possibly, I'm gonna throw them in the cleaning solution and see what comes out. Looks like a bird statue high in this. Like, can you see it from there? I was about to throw it to you, but it's cool. It sits flat. Little heart. I'll look at it in a second. Here's another fat one of those spears, man. Where's that flying? It's fire. See the eye and the beak? Whoa. Whoa, look at this. This was sitting right behind me. Oh my goodness. How's this?
It's going.
First of all, what the hell is that? Second of all, what the hell is that? Eh. This is a sharp little scraper, but if anything.
Come on. I have to like, you have to be on the side of her.
This little area here is where I found some of my prettiest preforms and knives and axes. Some really pretty big pieces. Yeah, there might be something there. This liquid serration all around it. Check out this one I just pulled out. It's like a little Curville knife on a big fat handle. Yeah, that's a cool little point. Ooh, nice. The water's low here now. Let's see if there's any cool points down in there. Something pretty cool. I saw something back here. Crazy, that glass almost looks like a point. One tucked away in here. those big giant spikes that I always find. Couple more pieces with some clear work on them. Nice and sharp. They're like scraper knife or something. A little plow type of tool maybe. Now what's this here? It's a little point. Looks like it's missing one of his tails, but it's got one of them. What the heck is this? Ooh, what the heck is this? Maybe some kind of little knife there. Pretty sharp right here. There's a cool looking piece of chert there. Little dissertation there. Maybe some little knife or something. It's got a nice axe shape to it. Just pulled these out. Prehistoric looking points. This one here is a bone, pretty sharp. This one here I believe is a bone too. Really sharp and hollowed out there. Little flake. And another really old looking point here. Not sure about that one. But yeah, this axe here is definitely bone. So pretty strong material and super sharp. It's pretty nice. Pick this one up on the ground behind me here. Looks like a point of some sort. Somewhat sharp on that side, but razor sharp on this side here. Kind of weird looking. Got a preformed blade there. Looks pretty cool. Hey, just wrapping up the video here for the past couple of weeks of hunting. Everything right down this line here to the left is the Buc-ee's site. A few down on the bottom, and everything on the right is the same river area, kind of the same area here in San Marcos, Texas, just south of Austin. including I put some of the art pieces up here, or possible art pieces, and pretty much everything down there as well, because I was running out of room. Had to get some new shelving. Besides these like effigies up here. These are from previous videos. Like this bowl here, I cleaned up pretty good. Or what I believe is a bowl, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna start off with the Buc-ee stuff. Some pretty neat stuff in here. I'm just gonna go through some of the cooler pieces real quick. And I'll try to keep it as quick as possible so it's not a 3-hour video. I've been learning the names of all these different points and spear points, and I've confirmed something here with these triangular dart points. These are actual dart points. I was thinking so because I find so many of them. So that's pretty neat. Alrighty, let's get through it. Let me go through the the 3 coolest points that I found at the Buc-ee's location last time. First of all, this giant archaic knife. Super razor sharp and heavy, really nice. That was probably my best find. And besides that one, I would say these little points. I liked it so much that I made a necklace out of it. Check out the sparkle in that bad boy right there. I got a few more sparkle rocks in here that I'll have to show you. It's really neat. But anyway, so as I returned to the Buc-ee's location, I was looking for small dart points like that, atlatl spear dart points from either paleo or even an older time, or I guess paleo is as old as it gets, but I don't know if prehistoric is older than paleo, though I could check. So I guess the paleo are the oldest. Paleo are the oldest points. And it seems like I find more paleo there than anything. And I find anywhere from paleo to late archaic, it seems like. Not too many modern stuff. I'll refer to this a tiny bit, but I don't really have enough time to get through it all. I'll just go through a couple of the names that I kind of remember for now. From the Buc-ee's search, over the 3 days of searching the Buc-ee's site, I got way up in the construction site. I got all up in there, walked all around as far as I could. This is my favorite find out of the whole thing. The reason being is I've found a few of these at the other site that I've been searching over here. And it's some kind of San Patrice variant. That's a bone one, but similar to the this one that I found here with a little side notch right there, little spear point with a divot. So it's really cool for me to find one in bone over there, or something that seems to be like one. Pretty neat. And I wanted to mention this. I found this at the Buc-ee's location. It's kind of an odd shape. I was thinking maybe a little knife. I know there's a knife that's kind of like this, but has a notch like that. I also found one at the other site on the Blanco River there. If I can find it. Here it is. It's got the same characteristics. Little side notch there. Sharpened on the right side. Similar to the San Patrice. Roger side hollow, or whatever variant it might be, but just pretty neat. Find a lot of triangular. This one's similar to the San Patrice as well because it has this little divot. It's real thin, sharp. Bunch of little triangular types. And some like just giants. And I don't know if this is a preform or possibly just a break off, but I found a lot of like giant prehistoric looking, I'm talking caveman looking stuff. Like, check this out. Really cool looking. Check out this, like, I guess like some kind of bone scraper. Possible hafting area. Razor blade sharp. This is one of the nicest big points that I found like that. Looks like it was for taking down mammoths. That thing is razor sharp. It feels almost like a shell material rather than a chert. Similar to the that big knife that I showed you, the archaic knife, I found another one in the same chert. It's freaking massive. I guess pointed side scraper, I would say. That thing is awesome, huh? You could drill holes and stuff with that, and then you got the knife all the way around. That's one of the coolest finds there. This one here is very interesting too. It's got insane serration all over it. Looks like could be hafted on like a giant knife, possibly some kind of handsaw or something. That thing is just massive. Here's another really cool knife here with the little back end there. Cleaned it up as good as I could, but it's got some real sharp serration on this side here. So, you know, that could have been a little hand knife right there. Pretty cool one. Lots of little drills. One, two, three, 4, 5. Here's a really good one. This one actually still drills pretty good even though it's so short. Just like this one that I found at the other paleo site. And I found another one like this cool red one that I found in the past. But we'll get to those drills in a minute here. But let me just mention that one. Well, I'm right here. This drill. See, very similar to the crazy intricate red one that I found with the zigzags. What else did I find that's interesting over there? Lots of cool axes. Let me see if I can get out of this light. Come over here. Okay. Oh yeah, this might be a cool point right here. Just some, like, you know, little pokers, a little side scraper, another sharp one there, another nice one right here. Nice one there, see the serration. Possible little hand grave knife for engraving. Crazy looking chert that looks like a possible axe. Got serration on that end. This one would be pretty easy to haft. It's that cool, like, gray and yellow chert, but I'm not sure. This one I am pretty sure though, however. Check this one out. I believe that's a little hand axe. It's got a nice big bump you can grab onto, and then check out the front edge there. Super strong material, real heavy. Pretty neat looking. This one might be some kind of scoop tool or something. What else was cool over there? Just a bunch of little points, little like tiny bone points there. Little cherts with serration. One of the triangular looking dart points similar to the ones I find at the other area. Oh, Just a little blade, a bunch of little flakes. These are some of the cooler ones right here because they look like birds. This one looks like a grave tool, engraving. Razor blade sharp. And then check out this one, I just noticed it looks like a bird. I found a lot of possible atlatl pieces that hold the spear. And I know it's funny, on Clegg's Adventures on his YouTube, he mentioned the same thing, to where those bird shapes could possibly be atlatl spear holders. And I was thinking the same thing, I mentioned it in another video. That one might have some kind of, maybe some kind of engraving, but I don't think so. Check out this long little dart point there. It's a nice one from there. Most of the stuff I found over there was either super tiny, these little bone things, or like super big. Looks like some kind of preform that has, like, you know, the divots and stuff. That bone has like a little corner notch there. But yeah, the Buc-ees, any more cool ones? I know I found a few more cool axes. I found one of these little paleo knives, super long, thin ones, razor blade sharp. Possible axes here, tomahawk style. Really nice. These turrets feel kind of like greasy, like they had fat on them or something. It's weird. Here's another one, same shape kind of. Little guy. A bunch of bone ones that I haven't really verified if they are anything, but they feel like they could possibly be. Here's some big preforms. Bunch of weird preforms. This one has a top chisel. Similar to the other ones I found last time. Another preform. And this one's cool. Lots of serration right here. But just kind of a weird one, huh? Really comfortable in the hand though. Maybe some kind of drill or something. Or it looks enough like one of those atlatl holders as well. Like you can half this down to the stick and that holds the hollowed out spear end. You know what I mean? But I'll show you a lot more of those when we go to the other side here. This one is just kind of weird, huh? I was thinking it could be some little bench type of thing because it sits real nice on the ground. You can work on it and stuff. But I don't know, just an idea. Bunch of possible axes over there. Little hand choppers. Traditional tomahawk style right there. The shape on that one's pretty cool. Nice big bone. Probably a hand axe, I would say. That thing can do some damage, or it could be a nice shovel as well. These are kind of the traditional stone looking ones that they pop into a stick, but it's bone, I believe. Super strong material. There's the last good one there. Oh, well, possibly one more, but I don't know about this one. Where'd it go? Yeah, I was thinking maybe it could go in this way. But maybe just a random piece of bone. That's pretty much it for that, for the Buc-ee site. Really nothing too crazy like I was hoping for, but this little guy made it worth it for me. That's cool. And this giant scraper thing. Pretty neat. All right, let's get to the good side actually, and then we'll go through this here on the bottom. I think before we do, let's go through this real quick because this is neat. See how this is a really good one right here that I just found. So you could tie this down to the stick, and that part there could be worked up as a Or, I mean, you can tell it's been all worked up, see? Tie this back end to the stick. That part sticks out, and then the hollow back of the spear sits right there, and then you launch it. But I have a lot of shapes like that that are pretty convincing. Like this one, for instance. Check it out. It's got a real big square nose. But it seems to serve no purpose. The thing is, though, on the atlatl, they like to have some weight on the back. It's a pretty heavy rock. So if you hefted that down real good, you'd have a good place to place it there. Here's another really good one, I believe. See if that was tied down to that stick. You have that good chunk right there. Just a possibility. Not sure about that. This one looks kind of like a bird or a duck or something, but it's also got that spike there. Or if you hafted it down this side, you'd have that spike right there, the nose of the bird. Same with this one, look at that flat end right there. Tie that to the stick and look at that perfect little area to launch the spears. Another one with a little bottom notch to tie it down. Standing up one with quite a bit of weight to it. And what I thought was like a San Patrice preform, because it's got all the divots. Wait, no, this isn't it. I'm getting it mixed up with another one. That was this one here. Could have possibly been one too. But yeah, let's get through these points real quick, and some really cool little flake knives. And that giant possible drill and that shaver. I have no idea what the hell that thing is, but it looks like a big shaver, you know what I mean? Look at that thing. I will get to that in a second. Here's like a giant preform looking version of the San Patrice. It's got some sparkles in it. It's kind of hollowed out right here. So a little bit of serration. This one's neat because it's a bone. It's got a nice divot. Big preform. Possible axe here. Type of axe. Really cool, like a greenish blue chert. Really neat color. Possible chert axe. Super weird pieces right here. I don't know. Like a good like drill or a hammer or something, but I have no idea. This one too, it looks like a thing that holds something up or something. Look how it's all worked around the entire piece. Look how perfectly flat that back is. Oh, there's maybe a little chisel right there. I don't know what this would be though. If anybody has any idea, let me know. Big preform, just a cool looking one. I like the colors in this one. Cool bone axe possibly. Similar to that last chert one that I found that was freaking super sharp. I like cut down a couple trees with this one. But I can't get it hafted on good. It keeps falling off. I think I might be hafting it backwards or upside down. Another big preform that just looks cool. Real heavy piece of chert, real nice feeling. Feel like it had some kind of purpose, but I'll never know what it was, I guess. I was thinking this was another axe, tomahawk style, but I don't know. I don't think so. It might have been some kind of wood tool. Just found this big, giant possible drill. This is the biggest one I've ever found. Look at that sucker. You really feel like you can dig holes with this thing and stuff. Might just be a preform, or it might be one of those pieces where they just chipped off the long paleo knife flakes that I just talked about a second ago. Here's another real oddity that I found 3 of right here. Let's talk about this real quick. Make some room. These 3 shapes are kind of the same. This one's a bone, but see those 2 legs there? Here's a third one, but a smaller one. It's not sharp enough to be a dart point or anything, but it has 2 little legs like that. Look how perfectly symmetrical those are. Was it tied down to the back of the atlatl to make a little weight for it or something? I feel like this one could have been actually like the dart holder, but I don't know. Just really neat. But Been trying to research, find out what those are, but if anybody knows, let me know. Let's look at the big shaver looking thing. What the heck is this? I was thinking possibly some kind of engraver. Comfortable like that, but who knows? Bunch of cool scrapers, possible drills. I don't know about this one. Once again, just an odd piece. Bunch of drills, scrapers with like a scraper slash drill, or maybe a hafted scraper similar to the one that I hafted onto a stick here. You know what I'm saying? A little pocket knife. Really cool side scrapers. It's a really awesome side scraper with that beautiful blue shirt. Unique scraper with a nice big thick handle. Bunch of little ones. Pointed scraper. This one's neat. I like this one here because it has a little thumb spot. Check out that serration. You can really get in on it. And this little yellow one's razor blade sharp. Look at that thing. This side's not, but the rest of it's all sharpened up. Could be a little broken knife or something, but oh yeah, here's the sharpest one. The sharpest scraper, I believe. Yeah, this is the real sharp one I was looking for. Here's another cool one. Probably the most comfortable one of this couple of weeks. These are over right there. Right there. What else? I got some a whole bunch of these triangular points. Let's go through the knives first. I feel like everybody wants to see the knives. This is a mix. I think this one's actually a spear point. Just has a piece broken off right there. But these are, I believe these are just little flake knives. Got a whole bunch of unique ones. This one has all the evidence that you want. See how sharp that thing is? This one can cut paper and stuff, it's so thin. But it's got a nice little bulb right here, a little fat area that's real comfortable. It's got a little divot right here for your finger. You can comfortably cut with that one with your hand. Another one similar to that. Very nice. Almost looks like a spear point or something. But I believe that's just another flake knife. Here's another cool drill. This is a drill in that bluish chert. First one I found in that material. Pretty neat. Another one kind of like the crazy looking butter knife I found in that other video. It's pretty neat, huh? It's got like a little handle. Here's a really clean knife right here. Almost a little handsaw. One. Here's another small one that's like a razor blade. Pretty neat. This is one of the most unique ones I found. I guess that's just a little pocket knife type of deal, I'm not sure, but it's all worked up and flat on that edge. I don't think that would be a spear point if it's not like sharp on both sides. Oh, it looks like a bear, huh? See the eye, the nose right there. Little mouth. But that might be one of those outlateral things too, not sure. Seems like it's supposed to be something. Yeah, here's one of the nicest knives I found. That was really sharp. It's worked up all the way around. It's sharp on this side too. And that side. Pretty cool. This one I have no idea. I'm trying to find out what the heck it is. sharpened up all the way around pretty much. And another really neat little knife. Check out the pretty colors in that one. Like that, just cut. Flip it around, use it this way. Actually, it's real comfortable like that. Also a possible hafting area right there. Little square blade. Bunch more like that. Now, yeah, if I see any more knives I want to talk about, I'll mention them, but oh yeah, one more. This one's kind of weird. Really sharp, but just really weird. I don't know. There's a purpose for that shape. Oh, real quick. I don't know if you've seen my previous video, but I found two just like this. It has like a wing on the left and like a big thing like that. It's kind of weird finding another one the same shape or whatever, but it's sharpened up on the sides. Ashley found this one. It's sharp there and it has a little chip on the tip. We were thinking that might be a dart point, but I'm learning that the darts actually had like real thick bottoms, which kind of confirmed these for me, and then I actually found these in the identifier book. Here's a really cool one in the big triangles that I always find out there. Really dope color in that one there. Sharp tip. But I found freaking an endless supply of those out there, as usual. But check out these, like, these two right here are my most unique ones, I believe. Sharp on that side with that little area chipped out. But this one, check out the pretty color in that. It's got that flat bottom so that it doesn't eat through that spear. Flip it over, it's got the same thing here where it's one big chip out there and then it's all chipped up down the sides. You can see the idea behind the design in that one. Pretty neat, pretty simple. That's the kind of design I like. This one's so thick. But I find so many like that, you know. Here's a cool little little stinger point, little sharp version of that. One that would appear to possibly even be on a bow and arrow, you know. It's got a little black tip like a wasp or something. Pretty neat. Here's a very unique one. Check out those little chips in the front. Pretty sharp. A yellow chert. There's another one similar to the triangular ones, but it's a little bit sharper point. Not sure if this is a dart point or a chisel, but it's sharp on the sides as well, so I think it might actually be a spear point. Here's another really cool spear point, even though it looks ugly. It's got that big fat, like lanceolate booty. Evisceration. Might be a preform, but here's a nice little triangular, real sharp little red one. Got a little sparkle one this time. How cool is that? One of those fat triangular points with the sparkles. I found some of these skinny ones here, which I believe they're called a Kent. I don't remember that because it's an easy name. But yeah, it's a little lancelet atlatl spear tip as well. Here's a big one, really neat one there. This one's not sharpened up as much. Oh yeah, I wrote Kent on that one. And the page. I'll start learning the names of these better so I can just tell you guys without having to refer to the manual every 5 seconds. But I'm just kind of learning those names now. Check out that fine serration on that. Alright, let's get through a little quicker. It's already going on 30 minutes on this video. I have to edit some stuff out. Here's the nice grave knife that I found in the last video. Really nice. One of the nicest finds of that one. And like I found it is his son. Just a little mini-me. I liked this one so much, I've been carrying it for a few days, and then of course I was sitting on the couch and somehow I dropped it and broke the tip off. I gotta stop carrying these things around. Some really cool flakes, like this one I believe was a possible spear tip or knife or something. A bunch more of those triangular ones, some that I haven't verified yet. This one has a little chisel on it. Not sure, just some neat stuff. Bunch of triangulars. All right, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, here's one more neat one. All that striation of the chert there. Looks kind of old, but it looks cool. It's got kind of the same shape as this one here. And oh yeah, this little knife has the that crystal in it. If you saw any of my previous videos, I seem to keep finding those. Little knives that they incorporated the crystal in it. Pretty dope. Alright, let's see what's down here. I was thinking possibly like a big chert axe, but I don't know about that one. It's kind of goofy looking. But this one has some of the characteristics of the axes that I found in the past. It has a nice hafting area right there. Be an easy one to haft onto something. Let's look at these giant preforms real quick, just because they're neat. There's something neat about them, you know. This one's comfortable in the hand and make a nice little hand chopper. Here's another hand chopper for sure. I don't see that having any business doing anything else. This one, out of these, all these, this is probably my favorite one. Let me see. Get this under some light here. This one's super sharp. Nice little meat cleaver type of deal, possibly cutting up the animal. This looks like someone put some work into that one. It's got a nice little thumb divot there. That thing's razor sharp. Like that one. They say preformed, but I think that one's formed into what it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This one here, I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. It's got like a giant knife blade on that side, maybe just for same thing, like crushing bones of deer and stuff like that, or cutting parts off the animals. I don't know, just a big preform. I got a bunch of cool big preforms like this out there. This one's neat. I think it's a little plower. It's got fine serration all the way around it. Although it's not sharp, it was chipped evenly all the way around it. I believe maybe like, not the adze for wood, I don't think, but more like just like a plower, I believe. That's what I was thinking, but I'm not sure, to be honest. Obviously, I shouldn't have to see that. Hey, look at all these wood tools. These are all chisels for the most part. Except for this one. This is just a cool knife. Or like a handsaw. See that divot they cut out for your thumb? Fits in there so comfortably. I got such a good grip on this thing, and it's got like this big saw blade. So you can really get on those branches or whatever you're trying to cut. Really cool. I love the mini chisels because they're so neat, and I always try them on stuff like this shelf here, and I can tell you it works pretty good. Let me show you one that works really good. That's small. It's my favorite one I found. This little guy. It's got cool little divots for your fingers, so you can really get a nice grip on this guy, and then you go to down. The little turd can cut them boards up nicely. But here's another little fat one that I found the other day. Isn't that cool? Like polka liquid-dotted. Sure. Here's some big ones. Really getting after it. Where's the, oh, it's on this side, whoops. And this one's got a little graver, and a nice little area right there to cut them up. A bunch of little ones. This one's kind of neat because I don't know if you saw my last video, but I did find one just like this, kind of like a horse, random horse shape, and I just put it over here just to show you real quick. But I like the little sparklies in it. But yeah, it's got that weird like horse shape. I don't know if that's intended on being kind of tall or something, but nice little bone engraver. Little handheld one. Possible drill. Over here I got there's some kind of theme over there with these, like, I find these all the time. It's like a half skull looking thing with one big eye, and then it's like sharpened up on the bottom. Kind of preformed, but I keep seeing them out there. And like, see, for instance, I'll show you me. I found in this video alone right here. That's pretty sharp right there. It's got a little, hold it like that pretty comfortably. Another one sharpened on the bottom. Another one that will look like skulls, kind of neat. Here's one I found like when I first started looking out there. It's always been one of my favorite ones. Just stands up like that. It's gonna be a cool display, but it'd make a nice little like saw, poker, knife type of deal. I think that was a spear tip that one of the wings broke off. But there's a weird bone, right? And then a bunch of those big old triangles. I just kind of threw them back there. So I find so many of them, you know, it's crazy. That's a cool, pretty cool one right there. It's kind of a unique gray one. And this kind of like those big old school dart points, possibly. It's got like some tip damage, like it hit something, or I don't know. Similar to those dart points. What was this one? Anyways, one more section to check over here. And even since this video, I've been hunting twice. I'm tempted to show you some of the things I found. I found like, I'll just wait for the next one. I got some really cool stuff to show you already. But it's been pouring all day here. And I'm going out to Columbus. I was supposed to go camping this weekend, but it's just rained so much today, I don't think we're gonna be able to drive out there. I'm just gonna walk out there on Sunday for the day and kind of just look for arrowheads all day. This is a nice little scraper here. Look how comfortable that one fits in your hand. The blade is razor sharp. Could have been hafted on, but I feel like it was just held like that. Preform, possible axe preform. It's good, sharpened like the axes are, I find. And there's a bunch of preforms, nothing too cool. Possible quarterfell knife, again, those are cool. Where the rock kind of just merges into a knife there. And then just some flake knives. Bunch of flake knives, I left a bunch out. But just tried to show you some of the neater ones. And this is kind of, I don't know what this would be. Possibly something, but it's just it's a bone, but it's like in the shape of what looks like a weapon or something. But anyways. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Oh, I forgot to include this one. You got these triangle pieces just popping out of my ears. I got so many of them. And that's the points out there that you find all the time. But alrighty, thanks for checking out my video. And subscribe if you'd like to keep up with what I'm putting out. I got a lot more coming. I got these art rocks. I haven't even looked at them long enough to determine if there's anything on them, but they just kind of caught my eye. If you see anything, let me know. When I have some downtime at work, I like to keep these in my bag and kind of just look at them. But this one looks like there's something on there, huh? See that? It looks like an 8. It looks like a Native American's head right there, possibly his arm going over. See what I'm saying? I haven't really looked at it yet, but I just really love to find that art. So I'll be looking at these for the next few days. I was thinking this might be some kind of bird or something. It's got the sparkles in the front there. It's got like a little engraver in the back. But possibly a piece of artwork. This one too, check it out. Looks like maybe some kind of art. I like how the bottom's like worked around. It's like meant to be like that. Here's that blue one that I actually found. Probably just a flake, but. And I found this one at the Buc-ee's location, cleaned it up. I've been looking at it for a while. I had my coworkers look for art, and then we were a little too busy to spend a lot of time, but I feel like there's something on there, I just can't see it yet. And this one, when you set it down, it sits perfectly like this. Looks like a triangle. I don't know if that's the natural striation, but it seems as though there's some engraving in it as well. Same with this one for sure. This one even more so. See what I'm saying? I wonder if I could maybe put some black dye on it or something. I have a little bit of black dye left. But any suggestions on being able to see that stuff better? Let me know. But I might experiment around with it a little bit. Here's that big grinder, a green grinder. Flip around, do it this way. That's a pretty cool one, huh? Found one more of those in the past. But I just started reorganizing everything. These are all axe heads on this one here. And then everything else is kind of up in the air until I figured it out. Until I get her figured. But alrighty, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Also found one of these giant preforms again. What on earth would something like that be used for? Some kind of giant hand drill? Who knows? Maybe some kind of plower, huh? Something like that. Who knows? Alrighty, thanks for staying tuned. I gotta go shave. I'll catch y'all on the next one.